Hi everyone, so today I wanted to talk about something that has been a huge interest to me these past couple of years. Not many of my peers or friends are aware of this, but ADHD is something that has affected myself and others close to me and is a medical condition that has fascinated me for years. Along with the condition itself, I've always been very intrigued by the different methods of treatment, which has led me to choose this topic for my presentation today. Studies have shown that an increase in time spent devoted to media and technology has gone hand in hand with the rise in ADHD diagnoses in recent years, which has actually risen to 6.1 million children between the ages of 2 to 17 in the United States. With that being said, it's clear that it is important to start exploring every way possible to handle this current issue. Currently, the most common treatment method for ADHD is to prescribe a patient with a pharmaceutical drug like Ritalin or Vyvanse, and it is important to note that these types of medications can and are extremely effective in alleviating the impairing symptoms that come along with an ADHD diagnosis. And it's no secret that our society as a whole is experiencing an extreme disconnect from nature. A great way to highlight this issue is a report done by Nielsen in July of 2018, which reported that we spend over 11 hours per day listening to, watching, reading, or generally interacting with media. This is shocking to me, but when you really start to think about it, it starts to make more sense. We are constantly interacting with technology and media online, whether it's because we have to for school or work, or if it's voluntary time spent on an individual's leisure. However, something that has gained a significant amount of attention in recent years is the various alternative ways to treat ADHD, specifically what some people call nature therapy. Nature therapy consists of spending more time in green spaces outdoors and has proved to have remarkable positive effects on children with ADHD. And there has been extensive research and work done towards the topic of nature therapy. Dr. Ming Kuo, who is a world-renowned environmental psychologist, expressed her interest and support of nature therapy in her 2016 TED Talk. Dr. Kuo used her TED Talk as a platform to educate her audience on the societal issues we are facing today and ways we can work together to minimize them. Dr. Kuo argues that more exposure to nature can truly have significant positive effects in alleviating ADHD symptoms. Kuo was able to back this claim up by discussing the results from her study that she and her team carried out. The purpose of this study was to identify the effects that spending time outside has on a child's concentration ability. The results concluded that the children performed substantially better in their concentration after taking a walk through a park rather than walking through more urbanized areas. And furthermore, the size of this boost in concentration was actually the same size as the peak effect for medications like Ritalin. On the other hand, it is important to mention that technology isn't always the enemy when it comes to our battle with ADHD. In addition to medication, cognitive behavioral therapy, and exposure to nature, certain forms of technology can also serve as a means to alleviate ADHD symptoms. One study that I found to be particularly fascinating was that done by researchers at the Persian Gulf University who looked into game-based cognitive therapy that utilized technological developments. These researchers found that this type of treatment can, in fact, have positive therapeutical effects on patients with ADHD. Finally, I wanted to end today on a positive and hopeful note. Even though it can be a bit disheartening to hear about how prevalent ADHD is in our society, we can find optimism and hope in knowing that there are people out there that are devoting their time to uncover the best and most effective ways to treat this problem. And that concludes my presentation for you all today. If you have any questions or comments or just want to continue a discussion surrounding this topic, feel free to reach out as I would love to connect. Thank you.